I have a box workout for you today, so go ahead, grab a box. If you don't have the box, I will have all the props linked in the description below so you guys can grab them. We are going to go ahead, we're going to start on a heavy and a light spring today, so that is my red spring, my yellow spring. Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. All right, so let's lie down, red, yellow spring again, heavy, light. When you get down onto your formers, you can have your headrest up or down, that's up to you guys. Neutral spines, and I'm just gonna reach behind me and grab my short loops into my hands. Once I grab a hold of my short loops, arms are gonna reach straight up to the ceiling, hands are right over our shoulders, knees are gonna come up into our tabletop position, our legs are zipped together, and then on an exhale, we're gonna press the arms straight down to the mat for a reach and pull, and then we're gonna inhale, return back up. We're exhaling to pull, and then inhaling, return. We wanna feel our lats engage as we pull down, and then we're inhaling again to return the arms back up. We're gonna do a few more of these. Again, exhaling as we pull down, inhale, return. We're gonna go for 2 and up, and then last one, exhale, press, inhale, return. From here, we're gonna add in single leg extension. So I'm gonna press my arms down, reach my right leg out to a challenging level, inhale, return, exhale, press, extend the left, and then inhale, return, exhale away, inhale back. Now my head is staying down to start. Eventually we're going to add in ab curls to make them a little more challenging, but think as the head stays down, your ribs are staying anchored down into the mat. We're gonna do one more with our left leg, and then when we come in, we'll pause. We're gonna press, curl, extend up into our abdominal curls, reach the right leg out, and then we're gonna inhale, return down. Exhale, press, curl, extend the left leg, and then we're gonna inhale, return. Press, curl, extend. Inhale as we return. We wanna think we're curling right up from the bra line, and then as we curl up, we're keeping that little space in between our chin and our chest. Exhale, curl. Inhale, return. Let's do one more right, one more left. And then the next time we come down from that one on the left, we'll pause. We're gonna do one abdominal curl hold. So ready, exhale, press, curl, stay. Inhale, reach the right leg out to a challenging level. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, left leg extends. Exhale to pull in. Inhale out. Exhale back. I wanna think I'm engaging my obliques to pull each leg back in. We'll do 3 more. Good, 2. Exhale, and then last one out, in, arms up, head down. We'll relax the feet, and we'll just give ourselves a little stretch. We can sway our knees, we can hug them, we can stretch them. We are going to do the same thing with both legs. So I'm gonna reach my arms back up to the ceiling, knees up into our tabletop position, legs are zipped together. We're gonna press the arms down, extend both legs out, head stays down to start, and then inhale, return. Exhale, press, extend. Inhale, return. Now again, since our heads are staying down, think your ribs, your bra lines are staying anchored down into the mat. You're engaging your low abs as you extend. Exhale out. Inhale, return. Think scoop into those low abs. We're gonna do 2 more. Exhale away. Inhale, return. And then last one. And return. Now let's add in that curl. So exhale, press, curl, extend the legs out to a challenging level. Inhale, return back down. Exhale, press, curl, and extend. Inhale, return. Think draw the abs in as the legs go out. We're gonna do 2 more. And then last one, exhale out. Inhale back. Now pause with the knees in tabletop. Arms up to the ceiling, 1 curl, no leg extensions. Press, curl up, pause. Inhale, reach both legs out to a challenging level. Exhale, pull both legs back in, inhale out. Scoop into your low abs to pull. So think that 2 inches underneath your belly button is drawing in and up to pull the knees back in. We're gonna go for 1 more. Inhale out, exhale back, arms up, head down. We'll relax the feet, and then as always, just give yourselves a nice little stretch. You can sway your knees, you can hug them, or you can stretch them. Now, let's add in some advanced circles today. So we're gonna extend our arms up to the ceiling. Knees are going to come up into our tabletop position. Our legs are zipped together. When I press my arms down for my circles, I'm gonna nod, curl, and extend my legs. As I open my arms out to my T, I'm gonna slowly return my shoulders, my head, and my knees. So press, curl, and extend. Inhale, circle around, return. Exhale out. Inhale to return. We're gonna go for 2 more. And then last one, exhale away. Inhale back. Now pause to the top, knees stay in tabletop. We're gonna reverse, open our arms out to a T. As we press the palms at our hips, we're gonna nod, curl, extend the legs. Inhale, return back down. Open out to your T, press, curl, and extend. Inhale, return. Let's keep flowing with those circles. 2 more. And then last one. Return. Let's bend our elbows here for our tricep press. Let's add in leg extensions and ab curls. So we're gonna press, curl, extend. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale out. Inhale back. Now, if you guys wanna make that a little more challenging for yourselves, you can stay up into your ab curls, you can hold, and you can just do your tricep press with your legs extended, curled up. We're gonna go for 3, 2, 1, return. Ooh, relax the feet, and then we can give ourselves a nice little stretch here. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna hang our straps up onto the pegs, and then when we hang our straps up, we're just gonna sit ourselves off to the sides of our reformers. Foot bars are gonna stay down. We are going to take all of our springs off so you guys do not have any springs on. I'm gonna let my carriage glide away. I'm grabbing my box, and now my box is going to go onto the frame of the reformer, butted up right against the wooden platform, so it's flush up against the wooden platform. It's on both sides of the frame. We are going to carefully kneel onto our reformers facing our box. Knees are going to be right at the edge of our carriage, and then forearms are going to be down onto the box. Now, when you get down here, toes can be curled or long, up to you. I'm gonna start with my shoulders over my elbows and my hips right over my knees, right into a neutral spine. Now, on an inhale, I'm maintaining my neutral spine. I'm gonna press my knees out, so I'm in a kneeling plank. And then on my exhale, I'm gonna pull my knees back in. Inhale, the knees are gonna push. And then exhale, the knees pull back in. Again, I wanna think I'm holding my neutral spine the entire time. Inhale to push out, and exhale in. Think drawing the low abs in. Let's go for 2. And then last one. All right, now once we come in, we're gonna pause in, we're gonna keep going with those abs. So I'm gonna bring my shoulders over my elbows, my hips are right over my knees again, neutral spine. I'm gonna press my knees out one time. I'm gonna hold my knees out here again, neutral spine. We're gonna inhale, push out with our arms, and then exhale, pull in. Inhale, the arms push, and exhale, the arms pull back in. Carriage might stop you at one point. Just let it stop you, and then from there, pull in. I want to think I'm drawing my abdominals in towards my back the entire time. We're going to go for 3, 2, and then last one. Knees can come all the way back in, and then once you guys come in, I want you to curl your toes underneath you. Forearms are gonna stay down onto the mat, and then from that curl, you're gonna hover your knees a couple inches off of the box, off the carriage, hold. We're gonna inhale, press the legs out, exhale, pull the knees in. Inhale out, exhale in. Push, and exhale, pull. I wanna think I'm drawing my abs in to my back as I pull my knees back in again, neutral spine. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna do one more out. In, relax the knees down. Feel free to stretch back. We're gonna move into your pikes next. So my toes are still curled underneath me. I'm gonna bring my shoulders over my elbows, my hips are right over my knees, neutral spines, and then I wanna think drawing my abs into my back. Hover your knees a couple inches off the carriage, stretch your legs out, hold. On your exhale, you're gonna tuck your pelvis, hike your hips to come in, inhale out. Exhale, tuck, hike, inhale out. Think if there's a string on your tailbone, it is lifting your butt straight up. and then right back down. Let's do 2 more, and then last one. We can bend the knees, carefully come down, and then once you guys get down, we're gonna lie back onto our backs. Box is gonna stay here. Heads go in your headrest. Feet just go right onto the top of the box. And then once you guys get down, I'm gonna take my heels just right onto the top. My feet are not flat. If it does feel more comfortable to go flat feet, you guys can go flat feet. And then feet are about hip distance away. Arms are at my sides. Headrest is going to be all the way down. And we're gonna start in our neutral spine as close to our box as we can get with our carriages. We're gonna keep our carriage from moving. We're taking an inhale in our neutral. And on our exhale, let's flatten the low backs down. We're gonna roll up into a bridge, pushing into our heels, sending our tailbone to the backs of our knees, take an inhale. And then on our exhale, we're gonna slowly roll our spines back down. We're inhaling in our neutral. Exhale, flattening the low back down, peeling the spines up, using our glutes and hamstrings. Take an inhale at the top, and then on our exhale, we're slowly rolling back down. Again, trying to keep that carriage as close to the box as we can get it. Now, if you guys cramp up in your hamstrings, pause, stretch, and come back into it. All right, we have one more. We're gonna exhale, flatten and peel, take an inhale at the top, and then exhale, roll back down. All right, give your legs one big stretch, and then we are gonna go back into some hamstring work after this. So let's bend the knees, bring your carriage again so that it's right next to our box. We're gonna do one bridge. We're gonna flatten the low backs down, peel our spines up, hold at the top. Now on an inhale, we're gonna press our legs out, and then exhale, pull back in. Feel those hamstrings push out and pull in. Now, if this is too much for your low backs, you guys, just hover your pelvis right over the carriage. Don't stay up into that bridge again if that's too much for your low back. So you're either gonna hover or you're gonna stay up in your bridge. Push out, pull in with those hamstrings. We're gonna go for 3 more hamstring curls. 2 and 1. All right, now once we come in pause, we'll roll our spines down, stretch our legs out, and then just very carefully, we're gonna sit ourselves off to the sides. And then once we sit up, we're gonna take our boxes off for a second. We're gonna add on a middle red spring, so 1 heavy spring. And then I want you guys to put your box back on. Mine is going to go on the frame of my reformer, and then it's going to go on my foot bar as well. So my box is gonna be angled slightly down. So again, it's on the foot bar, so both ends are on the foot bar, and then it's on the frame, and my carriage should be free to move, so it is not on my carriage. Now, I want you guys to sit on your butts so that your left forearm is going to go onto the box. So left forearm on the box, sit on your butts. We are going to take your toes and balls of your feet to the shoulder block. So my bottom toes, balls of my feet are forward, my top toes, balls of my feet are back. If it feels better to go top foot forward, bottom foot back, you guys can go top foot forward, bottom foot back, or bottom foot forward, top foot back, whatever feels more natural to you. Again, left forearm is gonna go down onto the box. You're gonna take your right hand onto the box as well. We're gonna push into our left forearm so that our shoulder is not here, it's down out of our ear, and then we're gonna lift our left hip off the carriage. My knees are still down. Now, from this hip lift, we're gonna stretch our legs out, hold, try to lift those hips up even more using your obliques. And now if you guys feel comfortable, you can reach your right arm straight up to the ceiling and you can hold. Again, if you don't feel comfortable, keep your right hand down. I want you guys to hold that plank, push into your forearm, shoulders out of your ear, hips are lifted. If we want to challenge ourselves more, we can inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, stretch the legs. If you do not feel comfortable, just hold that side plank for 4 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we'll bend our knees, we'll carefully come down, And then when we come down, we're gonna switch to the other side. So flip it to the other side. Right forearm is down onto the box. Again, whatever you guys feel more comfortable with, top toes forward, bottom toes back, top foot toes forward. Again, whatever feels more natural to you. Your left hand is gonna be on the box as well. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Now, you're gonna press into your left forearm, so that your right forearm, so that your shoulder is out of your ear. We're gonna lift your right hip off of the carriage, pause, stretch your legs out, try to lift your right hip up a little higher. And now if you guys feel comfortable, reach your left arm up to the ceiling and hold. Then keep those hips lifted. And now if we wanna challenge ourselves a little more, we can inhale, bend the knees, exhale, stretch the legs. Inhale, bend, exhale, stretch. Bend, and exhale, stretch. Keep those hips lifted. Again, if you do not feel comfortable, just hold that side plank for 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Now, bend carefully, come down. You guys can set your feet out in front of you, and we're gonna take your box. We're gonna put your long box on right in front of your shoulder blocks, and then I'm going to switch to a medium spring, which is going to be my blue spring on my reformer. So 1 medium, take off that heavy, sit on your box, and then when you guys sit on your box, I want the right leg, when you're sitting on your box, to be closer to the straps. So sit on your box, right leg closer to the straps, left leg is closer to the foot bar. You're gonna grab the strap that is closest to you, and then I want you to take the strap. It's going to go long loop around your left leg above your knee. So your leg goes all the way through. We're gonna scoot as far to the left side of our box as we can, and then just very carefully, you guys are gonna lie on your right side. Right forearm goes down into your headrest, and then we are going to have our hips stacked, shoulders are stacked. I scooted my butt down a little further so that I had more space, so my body is almost fully supported by the box. And then if you guys need to support your head, you can bend your elbow and take your head into your hand. Otherwise, you can stay on your forearm. Again, hips stacked, shoulders stacked, both knees bent at a 90. I'm gonna keep my carriage nice and still, and on an exhale, we're gonna lift our top leg off the bottom leg, and then we're gonna inhale, lower. We're gonna exhale, lift up, inhale, return. My carriage is staying nice and still. I want to imagine if I have a string on my knee and a string on my ankle, it is lifting my leg straight up, lowering it back down. My hips stay stacked the entire time. So we're going to work into those smaller, more stabilizing glute muscles here. We're going to do 2 more. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. On this last one, we're gonna hold our leg up. We're gonna point our toes a little further down to the floor so we have a little more external rotation. And then from here, I'm gonna hinge at my hip, dip my toes down, lift the knee up. Hinge to dip, exhale to lift. Again, smaller, more stabilizing glute muscles here. Hinge to dip and exhale as we lift. So we're feeling our glute min really working. We're gonna go for 3, lift, 2, and then last one. Now when we come up, we're gonna pause. We're gonna dip our toes back down, pause. Bring your legs together and then lift the leg back up. So we're circling. So we dip down, we come together, we lift up. Dip down, together, lift. That is your glute min. Whew. Down, together, lift. That movement is coming right from the head of the femur and that hip socket here. We are going to do 1 more. When we come together, pause. Don't relax that leg. Reverse. Slide your toes down, lift up, come together. Slide down, lift up, together, circling in the opposite direction. Same thing. Think that movement just comes right from the head of the femur and that hip socket. Those hips stay stacked. We have 1 more circle. We are going to relax that leg down. Use your right hand in your headrest, and we're gonna lift ourselves up. So we're sitting on our box again. We're gonna slide the strap now to our ankle. Then once you guys get down to your ankle, Take your heels onto your carriage. Your left leg is going to lift slightly up off the box. Knee, ankle are gonna stay in line with each other. We're gonna exhale, open our leg out to the side, and then inhale, return. Exhale, open, inhale, return. Now, as I open and as I close, I wanna think my hips are staying square to the wall in front of me. So when we open and close, the movement, if you look at the screen, does not look like this. Your spine, your head should not be moving. Everything should be staying parallel to the wall in front of you except for this leg. Exhale and inhale. We're gonna go for 3. Again, abduction, 2, and then last one. Now pause with this knee right in front of your hip. You're gonna keep your carriage still. Lift and lower this leg. Up, down, up, down. We want our quad and our hip flexor to work here. We're sitting up nice and tall. Lift, lower, lift, lower. We have 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna relax that leg. Now, when we relax that leg down, we're gonna take it to our ankle, or sorry, not your ankle, the arch of your foot. Then once you guys get it to the arch of your foot, take your hands onto your box very carefully. We're gonna kneel on your box, facing your straps. Hands should be on the 2 front corners, shoulders over your hands, hips right over your knees. Larger power muscles here. We're gonna kick our left leg back and slightly up, bend in. Press, little lift, inhale, bend. We're exhaling to kick that leg back, and then inhaling as we come right back in. Again, we're getting into those larger power muscles, your glute max, hamstring, stabilizing from your shoulders and your core. We're gonna kick back for 3, 2. Now on this last one, let's hold the leg back here. Flex your foot, keep it lifted, and we're gonna do little circles of this leg around. Think like dinner plate size circles. Again, that comes from your hip. We're gonna circle for 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll bend our knee, relax that leg. Strap comes off of your foot. Hang it on up. And then you guys are gonna sit on your box facing the opposite direction. So now when I sit my butt down, my left leg is closer to my straps, my right leg closer to the foot bar. We're gonna grab the strap right next to you. You're gonna take the long loop. It goes around your right leg above your knee. And then when you guys get here, we're gonna scoot as far down our box, as close to the foot bar as we can get ourselves. We're lying on our left side. Left forearm goes down. I'm gonna scoot my butt down just a little further. And then forearm is in your headrest. Hips stacked, shoulders are stacked, both knees bent at a 90. Now, again, if the neck is an issue, bend your elbow, head can support your hand. Otherwise, push into that forearm. We're gonna lift our top leg off the bottom leg, and then we're lowering down. Now, reminder, the carriage does not move for this exercise, so do not let the strap pull your knee towards your chest. You're going straight up, straight down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Again, smaller, more stabilizing glute muscles here. We're gonna lift for 3, 2. Last one, we pause at the top. Point your toes a little further down to the floor so we're in more of an external rotation. We dip the toes, we lift the knee. Hinge at the hips to dip, exhale, lift. Ideally, my knee is staying bent at that 90-degree angle the entire time. Movement, you guys, comes from your hip and not your knee. We dip, we lift. Again, nice stabilizers here. Inhale and exhale up. Dip and lift for 3, 2, and then last one. Now, once we come up, we're gonna pause. We're gonna dip those toes back down. Bring your legs together. Don't relax them. Lift up for your circles. Dip down, come together, lift up. Down, together, lift, down, together, lift. Again, that is your glute min that you guys are feeling right now. We're gonna do 2 more in that direction. Last one. and then ready, reverse. So you're gonna slide your toes down, lift up, come together. Slide down, lift up, together. That movement comes right from the head of the femur in that hip socket. We have 3, 2, and 1. Now we can relax that leg. I'm going to use my left hand to help get me up. You're gonna sit on your box, and then the heels can be on that little exposed part of your carriage. Slide the strap now to your right ankle. When you guys sit here, hips should be parallel to the wall in front of you. I'm gonna lift my right foot slightly up so my leg is off of the box. And then on my exhale, I'm gonna open my leg out to the side, inhale back. I wanna think my knee and my ankle are staying in alignment the entire time. I'm lifting up, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, open. Inhale, return. So we're working into our abductors. Exhale and inhale. We're gonna do 4 more. 3, 2, and then last one. Now pause with your knee right in front of your hip. Keep that carriage still. Lift and lower that right leg. Up, down, up, down. Again, we're gonna feel that quad and hip flexor firing here. Lift, lower, lift, lower. 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Now, the strap goes onto the arch of your right foot. You can set your heel down onto the exposed part of your carriage. Careful for this one. Take your hands onto the 2 front corners of your box. Take your knees down onto your box. Set up shoulders over your hands, hips are right over your knees. Stabilize from your shoulders and your core. You guys are gonna exhale, kick your right leg back and slightly up, and then inhale, bend in. Exhale, press little lift. Inhale, bend. Exhale away, and inhale back. So again, we're working into those larger power muscles now. Glute, max, hamstring. Exhale, press. Inhale back. We're gonna go for 3 more. 2, last one. Now we hold our leg back on this one. We flex the foot. The leg should stay nice and lifted. We're gonna do little circles of this leg around. Think like dinner plate size circles of the leg. It should burn. Again, we're circling from the hip. Ideally, the pelvis is staying parallel with the floor. Last circle, and then bend your knee. We're gonna take that strap off of your foot, and then once you guys take it off, you can go ahead and hang it up. All right, now once we hang that strap up, we're gonna step ourselves off to the sides. I'm going to take my box off, you guys, and then we're just gonna set the box to the side. All right, now once we set our box to the side, foot bars are gonna go back up to the starting position. And then I'm gonna go on to 3 red springs. So 3 heavy springs on my reformer, and then I'll take my medium, my blue one off, and we're gonna lie ourselves back down. All right, now, once we get down, heels are gonna be on the foot bar parallel with each other, just about a fist distance away. Headrest can be up or down. We're gonna move into some single leg work. We're gonna keep our right heel on the foot bar, left knee tabletop. We're gonna inhale to push our carriage out, and then exhale to pull in. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale back. I wanna think I'm lengthening through the crown of my head as I push, reaching through my heel. So I have that nice little oppositional pull of my body for my footwork. And then we're maintaining our neutral spine the entire time. Now, the next time we come in, pause, set the left heel on, right knee tabletop. We're gonna inhale, push, exhale, pull, again, maintaining our neutral spine the entire time. Push out, pull in, push out, pull in. Sacrum heavy, pelvis still. 2 more, and then last one. Now, when we come in, pause, Go arches of your feet onto the foot bar. The right arch stays on, left knee tabletop. Let's inhale to push, exhale to pull. Again, I want to think my sacrum is staying heavy, my pelvis is just staying nice and still as I push out and in. We're going to do 2 more on our right leg. Last one. Switch to the left arch, right knee tabletop, push out, pull in. This is just going to be a quick little leg series here. Push, pull for 2. Last one. Pause in, go toes, balls of our feet onto the foot bar, right toes on, left knee tabletop. We can push out on that inhale, exhale in. I like my heel to be like a halfway lift. So it's not lowered, it's not lifted high, it's just like a little halfway heel. Last one. And then go ahead, set your left toes on, right knee tabletop, push out, pull in, push out, pull in, inhale and exhale. 2 more. Last one. Take those right toes back onto the foot bar, press both legs out, and then just go into a quick run, bending one knee, lowering the opposite heel. Nice high heels for this one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Give both heels a nice little lower. Try to stretch out the backs of the legs. And then lift your heels up, bend to come in. Now from here, I'm gonna do a little teaser to come up. So we're gonna do a quick sit up, take off one of your heavy springs, one of your reds, lie yourselves back down, grab your long loops. They're gonna go onto your feet for feet and straps. Legs are gonna be up just as high as we can hold our neutral spine with our feet in our straps. My feet are gonna be parallel with each other. Legs are zipped together. On our exhale, we're just gonna lower the legs straight down towards our springs, and then we're gonna inhale, hinge to come up. Exhale, lower, inhale, hinge. My bra line is staying anchored when I lower. My sacrum, my tailbone are staying down as I lift. We're gonna do just 2 more like that. And then last one. All right, now once we come up, I want your low back to go flat, your tailbone to lift slightly up off of the mat, and then we're gonna lower the legs back down. This time when we lift, I want you to bend your left knee, let your right leg be straight, little lift of your pelvis up, and then press both legs back down. So we're gonna let the left leg go up, the right knee bends, the pelvis lifts, and then we press back down for our skips. We inhale to lift, and we exhale to lower. And I'm just lifting right about my bra line. I want a nice articulation of your spine as you come up, and then a nice articulation of your spine as you go down. All right, we have 1 more. Now, once we press down, we're gonna pause down. Both legs are gonna stay together. We're hinging at the hips to bring both legs up towards the ceiling. My low back is flat. My tailbone is lifted slightly up off the carriage. Now, from here, our carriage is going to try to stay nice and still. I'm gonna keep my tension in my feet, and that is a trick behind keeping your carriage still. So, heavy feet in your straps. You're gonna squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings. We're gonna roll our spines up off the carriage. Again, ideally that carriage stays nice and still. Pause, and then keep your carriage still as you roll your spines down. Again, pause at the bottom. The carriage does not move. Squeeze those glutes and hamstrings. Keep that pressure in your feet. Roll up 1 bone at a time. And then you guys are articulating your spines all the way back down into the mat for that nice long stretch. Let's roll up, squeeze your glutes, push into your feet, and then slowly roll your spines down. We're gonna do 1 more like that. Squeeze glutes, hamstrings, roll up, and then keep that carriage still as we roll down. All right, now once we come down, bring it back into your neutral. Feet are gonna be parallel with each other. Neutral spine, we're gonna lower the legs down. We're circling them around and back up for a leg circle. So straight down, circle around and back up. I'm maintaining my neutral spine. Nice big circles to open up the hips. Last one. When we come up, pause, reverse those circles. We want to feel our adductors this time to bring the legs together, those inner thighs. Again, make them nice, big circles. Last one. And then once you guys come up, you're gonna pause. Low backs can be flat. Let's just tug on those ropes, give those hamstrings a little bit of a stretch. And keep them on your feet. Tug. And we'll just take a few deep inhales through the nose, exhale through the mouth. All right, we'll take the straps off of our feet. You guys can hang your straps up, can sit yourselves off to the sides. You guys are all finished. I hope you enjoyed that class. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You guys can leave me those super likes, super comments. I really appreciate it. Thank you.